Come on here with a half.
They didn't have the shoes alone. Oh, we live?
Oh, we live. Listen, welcome back to the Free Jazz
Free Jazz, baby.
You are now tuned in to episode
161.
Shout out to 161st. I used to live in 161st, but we don't got to talk about that. But listen, episode 161, Free Jazz Podcast.
Yes, we here. Listen.
It's right here. K-Cinco is right there. You know what I'm saying? Fresh twist. Nautica logo on the chest.
Nah,
you know,
big, the big boat. The big boat Naughty. You feel me? The big boat.
That was the thing. Remember it was like Naughty versus Polo?
What? Of course.
It was like Naughty Boys versus Polo.
Like, nah.
It was a whole thing. Like, yo, people used to legit have fights at the party. It was a Nautica versus Polo. People would come dressed to the nine, in their finest Polo and Nautica attire, and get into full out brawls.
And then people were mixing in crowds based on the size of the logos. You feel me?
That matters.
Yeah, if you had the big low, you was top dog. You had the big boat. Oh nah.
Yeah, if you had the big low, you had the rugby. Now, if you had the rugby, you was the ultimate boss.
That's what I'm saying.
Polo rugby, you was getting money. You spent 150 what on a what? That's impossible. Impossible, son. You was getting too. Remember the dude with the rugby logo with the kicking?
Yeah, the actual.
Yo, bro, you would shut shit down with those Prada kicks, some Prada World Cups.
I remember
the $350 pair, not the $900 pair. Today's kids is buying. $350 pair, bro. That was a flawless fucking outfit. You hear me?
Yeah, we were. We were cooked.
Yeah, we were cooked. We were cooked as a generation from early. We were making groups, size, gangs, depending on who can afford what clothes. Because I ain't gonna lie, Nautica was a little cheaper. But if you was a naughty boy, you probably had more stuff than the Polo kid. So it kind of balanced
the
out.
Flavors was different.
Either way, clearly these suburban issues that a lot of y'all can't relate to. And we were privileged to be able to fight over whose parents could buy what at Macy's.
And we don't own none of it.
Yeah, nah.
Riddle me that.
Ding, ding,
that's
ding,
what I'm saying.
Listen,
that's why we
cook. For those who don't know, I ain't gonna lie.
We fighting over labels that aren't ours.
Shout out to Jerry Lorenzen, because if you don't know, Fear God, you know what I'm saying, black owned. So I have no problem spending my life on Fear God shit. Black on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't know that? Jerry Lorenzen? Facts. He looked like Knit the Grit. Shout out to Knit the Grit. He looked like a more in shape Knit the Grit and like didn't sell crack. But that's Knit the Grit, I promise you. If you see Jerry Lorenzen, yo, what the fuck?
I did not know that.
Yeah, facts. Black on. Honor the Gift. Russell Westbrook's clothing line. I buy a lot of that stuff.
Oh, Honor the Gift.
Yeah, Honor the Gift. Shout out to Russ. That shit is dope. Black on. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
And these are stuff at Nordstrom. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out Russ, because Russ.
And he actually got some dope shit. I ain't gonna lie. He got weird shit sometimes. He got polka dot jeans. It's not really my style, but it's Russ.
Yeah. Russ is his own, just like Cam.
Hey, listen, if I'm gonna spend $65 on a t-shirt with fucking whoever the fuck owns ice cream, BBC, whatever the fuck's going on nowadays, why wouldn't I spend the $65 on my boy Russ? Feel me?
See? And I feel like that's a good way to think.
Yeah, for sure. I try to actually be like conscious
of that.
When I'm spending money. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very conscious of that. I do. Like if it's an option between this brand and this brand, I know like that's like black on. I'm definitely just about that. Word. Cause I'm already mad. Like what's the word? Frivolous, frugal, whatever the fuck. Like I don't spend money on clothes at all. So like if I am, might as well support.
Might as well.
You know what I'm
saying? Yes. I feel that.
Word of the day.
But we just speaking of Cam Newton, I feel like.
When did we speak of Cam Newton?
I just said Cam. I said Russell Westbrook like Cam as far as their styles.
Cam Newton is a one of one. Russ might throw on a dress or something, but Cam really made me want to punch the air.
Bro.
When I see Cam Newton with a Otani jersey and a bow tie, with a top hat, with a Pokemon card on the side, his dreadlocks,
with a bowler hat. No, with a cut out so his dreadlocks.
Right, with a fingerless glove on. I'll just be like, how did you come up with this?
And Mr. Rogers glasses.
And mind you, you're 6'6", 265 pounds. Like you should not be dressed like dress normal.
Yo, I can't imagine what his closet looks like.
Like look at Kevin Durant. If you ever see Kevin Durant out, he is dressed the most normal because he understands I'm disproportionate. I'm weird looking. There's no need for me to be 7 feet tall, 160 pounds, and try to get fly and try to stand out any more than I already do. I already stand out. I already don't brush my hair.
Cam is different.
Cam don't give a fuck.
Different.
Cam dresses like a fucking just. It's bad. He's just like a court jester every fucking chance he gets.
All the time.
It blows my mind.
That's him. Yo, I seen him with the most regular fit the other day, but it was regular for him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
whatever that means.
It was regular.
He was just like whatever show your name for the Magic School Bus. He was just like her.
Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle. Word too. He's just like Miss Frizzle. I ain't gonna lie. He's like a Mr. Rogers, Miss Frizzle, and Mystical at the same time.
Yeah, all at the same time.
All that. It blows my mind.
With the bow ties.
With the bow tie. Can't forget the bow tie. The T-Pain top hat.
Speaking of, did you see Gillie the Kid just had a birthday party?
Oh, he was going off
Yes.
He's been going off on. He's been on this fuck Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And
He had the Lombardi trophy. I don't know if it was the real Lombardi, the fake Lombardi, but
probably
it was
not
the
the real
Lombardi. But it looked like the real Lombardi. And he was saying, "Thank you, Jalen, and Cam ain't never had one of these." And people were. What are your thoughts on the whole thing? Where he's going after Cam?
Well, he keeps on coming after Cam, and I think it's because he got backlash after his initial words for Cam Newton, where the backlash was like, bro, you do understand, like, you don't get more views, you're not bigger, you're not a bigger name. And I love Gillie the Kid. Like, I love Wallow, I love $1 Million Worth of Game. They're actually a big inspiration as to what, like, led me to the idea of, like, I want to do a podcast. So, honestly, like, they were big inspiration. So, I'm not shitting on Gillie. But, I mean, the facts are the facts. You can't argue the numbers. We talked about it last episode, too. It's like, bro, NFL fame, when you're the star quarterback, the face of the NFL, you were the face of college football, like, it's just a different level. You know what I mean? Like, even though you're like Gillie's one of the faces of hip hop podcasts, that's a very niche community where football literally transcends like generations, transcends to different countries. Like, it's just a different level. It's not close. Like, hip hop podcast is this big compared to NFL football that has literally a holiday once a year. And Cam Newton's played in that one holiday game. Like, it's just a different level.
Oh, and I forgot to say. So, I don't know if you saw, Johnny Manziel chimed in.
Oh, yo,
Johnny
I realized
football?
Johnny Manziel been around some New York niggas for sure. Have you seen his vernacular?
Yeah,
Yo, he's talking.
yo.
Get his dick out your mouth. Johnny Manziel.
He said, next time I see him, I'm going to slap the
I'm
shit
gonna slap
out of
this
you.
shit. This nigga been in Harlem. What the fuck was that?
So basically, Johnny Manziel chimed in on Gillie the Kid.
Right.
Trying to talk crazy to Cam Newton, talking about you ain't never reached them levels. I don't even know why you here.
And he was like, yo, this is the corniest shit I ever seen. He was talking.
Yo, he was like, yo, John. So I say that to say, I don't necessarily. Johnny Manziel is 100% right. I don't know about slapping him, but right. in general, I think this is one of the big problems that I've had with a lot of the commentators and sports analysis in general, when they want to attack a professional athlete, somebody who did it at a high level, on a personal level in their career.
Yeah.
You know, where you never reached that height ever.
Yeah.
You've never reached close to that height.
Yeah.
And I like Gillie the Kid as well, but Cam Newton was right. You're a mascot. You're the mascot with the big hat, buffooning over there.
Literally.
Buffooning over there, Sambone, you know? And I like I said, I like Gillie. I think he's great for the hip hop community. But Cam came at him. I think what really got Gillie upset was the Philadelphia comment. He said, "You mean that ain't chart? Cam's career was way better than your career."
What you mean?
He's like, "What you mean? Philadelphia ain't chart? You ain't reach no charts with that?" But
that's what I'm saying. The facts gonna hurt you. Facts hurt.
But that's the thing. If my thing is when it comes to sports analysts, especially who's never played, if they keep it whatever that sport is and speaking logically about what they're saying rather than attacking the individual player because you've never reached that height. You don't have a right to you don't have a right to talk to Cam Newton in that term talking about I got the Lombardi trophy, thank you, Jalen. You have no right to say that. You've never walked in those shoes, not even close. I think it's real disrespectful, honestly.
Nah, it is. And honestly, because people don't understand, the kind of privilege, the level of talent, the level of hard work, dedication, everything it took to say, I put on that NFL uniform. That's so, people understand. I was just watching the Hall of Fame ceremony. Honestly, I realized I'm too weak-hearted. I can't watch it. I'm crying hysterically throughout the whole, every single one of them speeches had me in real tears. I just lost a friend. It was crazy, but I'm watching those and I'm I'm realizing these people have giant bronze sculptures of them. These people are enshrined into a Hall of Fame.
Literally enshrined.
You understand? If I always use this analogy, if the aliens took over, we had some crazy apocalypse. There's a chance that one of the last things that are going to be standing are ancient ruins of these people who played a sport, who played a game. Their story is going to be depicted in bronze statues and plaques on the wall.
That's true.
The same way when you go to Egypt and there's literally writing on the wall, these are the same things we're enshrining now in 2025 as human beings in society. You have to have a respect for these people. This isn't just I understand it's a kid's game like they say, but it's so much bigger than that. Especially if you're a fan, you understand. It's way bigger than that. The level of of union that football and just sports in general could bring. the level of like being able to intermingle cultures and intermingle like just ways of life and put that into kids and put that into young men who become adults, who become fathers, who become leaders. Like sports has a lot to do with like really positive things. So like you were saying, you got to have respect for these people. Rather you look at it as just a game and, oh, he never won a Super Bowl, or, oh, he never even started. He was a bench player. Bro, being on the bench is like, being a practice squad player, that's like, you're an anomaly, dog. Like, you're one of what, 4,000 or 5,000 people that ever got to get to play on a yearly basis? Like, bro, it's something that you can't Tom and I and be like, oh, you ain't shit because you didn't do this in your career. Dog. Yo, you don't know what it took. Like, you have not a clue what it took.
You know what we have these people, Skip Bayless talking crazy and criticizing athletes personally.
Yeah, Skip almost got punched on.
But no, seriously, by saying it, like, yo, like, who are you talking to like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like that's something that needs to change as far as how they're speaking about certain athletes and stuff. You know, just keep it objective to the sport. Don't attack them personally. And if you are, you can compare it to another athlete. Don't attack them personally, because if you want to look at your resume and their resume, it probably doesn't stack up. Probably doesn't stack up.
Real quick, while we're talking about football, did you see the new Madden ratings that came out?
Yeah.
And the 99 Club and all that good stuff? It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. They got Cam Ward as a 72 overall in Madden, and it's he's obviously he was the #1 pick,
but he's not.
He's ranked number 63 as far as Madden rookie ratings. He was the 63rd highest ranked.
That's crazy.
It's a little crazy.
It's a little crazy. I didn't know that. 63 is crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. But for reference, Caleb Williams was a 75 as a rookie. Joe Burrow, who had literally the greatest college football season, he was the #1 pick. He came out like a 76, if I'm not mistaken. They said Lamar was a 79. That was a little long ago. Patrick Mahomes was a 77, if I'm not mistaken. So, for reference, usually quarterbacks do get a lower rating because the position is so much harder.
And at the same time, because he was the #1 overall pick, was he the best player to come out of the draft? No. Right. But it's just the most important position. I would say Abdul Carter. But
they say they got Travis Hunter as an 84 and they got Abdul Carter as an 81.
Yeah. That's yeah. But what
I'm the two highest ones, if I'm not mistaken. Sean Jensen was 83 overall.
And
bro from Michigan.
Yes. He was from he went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Mason Graham.
Yeah, Mason Graham.
Mason Graham was another one. But
I think he's like 82.
But like I said, like you were saying, the quarterback position is the most important position. They normally are the top picks, but are they the best prospect out of everybody? So
absolutely. That has to be taken. 60-30 is insane. That's insane. And what's even crazier is they put Shador as a 67, and he was ranked the #1 quarterback coming out of college football. He was voted #1 quarterback that year. And gave him a 67.
They say Cam Ward looking good. They say Cam Ward looking magical.
They say Cam Ward is looking magical. They say they got to force him out the locker room at the end of the day. He don't want to leave work. He's showing at the 5. And I heard him say a quote that was like a really big green flag for me. And I was like, this might be your guy. He said something. He said, if my dad could wake up every day and go to work at 4:30 in the morning for a job he didn't like, why would it be hard for me to do something I love and be the first one in, last one out? And I was like, oh, shit.
That's a winner right there. See?
That's deep.
And hey, we'll see, because I remember we'll see how his career happens.
Shador over Cam Ward.
No, that's not what you said. You said he's going to be a bust.
Yeah, he's going to be a bump. I'm not going to lie.
We'll see.
I'm standing on that.
I said we'll see. I said I don't know.
You know what it is too? It's like, he's in Tennessee, dog. That's a bad market, bro. That's not a good place to go.
Oh, horrible.
Just like, the last successful is, rest in peace, Steve McNair. Last successful quarterback.
Yeah.
That franchise, they have one. These are the 80s and 90s, though.
Vince Young.
You better stop it.
Vince Young, too.
R.P. Vince Young. Vince Young's is alive and well. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Vince Young is alive and well. Jesus Christ.
He did have, I think it was a suicide attempt, something like that.
What the fuck?
No, that ass.
It's a family show. Jesus Christ.
That ass.
He unalived himself.
No, he didn't. No, I think
you got me wanting to Google this, but I think it
was one of those where he was contemplating something. I don't know why.
The state of Texas will have a.
But
he's alive and well. All right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. He is alive and well.
Vincent Paul Young Jr. is.
But
fine.
he came out sensational early in his career.
I beg to differ on that. He had a good rookie year because they went like 8-8 or like 9-7, and that was about it.
But yeah,
from the number 3 pick to 9-7 is valid.
But think about it's crazy where you go matters so much.
That's what I'm saying. Like Cam Ward went to a place to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he got Calvin Ridley.
Geno went to the Jets. You see Geno Smith's career now.
Yeah.
Baker got drafted to the Browns. You see his career now.
And you know what it is to a quarterback, though? They develop a lot later usually. So, like, it makes sense that they get better. Maybe not even that. They might have just not been ready right then and there.
Regardless,
you know what I mean?
Organization. Sometimes.
For sure, it matters. Yeah. I'm not down. I was the one who said Cam Ward is doing from the jump.
You go to organizations and you have 3 different coordinators and head coaches in 3-4 years. What are you supposed to do with that?
Justin Fields. What are you
supposed to do with that?
So many different players. Trevor Lawrence. You see how it's going for him. Like it gets bad.
All that stuff matters.
But Travis Hunter, bro, they're saying he played 82 snaps in the first 2 practices. They had him do 36 on offense and 42 on defense. Actually, vice versa. He played more. He played more
on offense.
On offense than he did defense, but it's pretty much split damn near 50-50. It's been like 55-45. Do you think Travis Hunter will be the first player to play full time on both sides of the ball, or like a viable amount on both sides of the ball? Do you think it's possible?
I think
somebody who played the sport at a high level.
I think so. I think he can play a good amount of snaps on both sides. I think personally, well, this is my personal opinion. He's a corner through and through. Personally.
Do you see him as an all-pro, Hall of Fame potential corner?
Absolutely, and sprinkle in some packages on offense. That's how I would have saw him coming in as a prospect.
Yeah.
But he's unbelievable. I think he can do both at a high level. However he wanted to do it, he could do it at a high level. But it is a 17-game season. It is a grueling season. So we'll visit this in late November, December. It might be early and flashy to do early in the season, but it's a long season.
I mean, I heard one take though that it's like what's going to be an issue is that if he's balling on defense and let's say he drops a ball, or let's say he has a couple bad games in a row, or only scores 4 or 5 touchdowns this year, people are going to be like, yo, just focus on defense. And 4 or 5 touchdowns is not really bad, but I don't know. There's gonna be a lot. I feel like we're charting new territory. This is what this is. We're charting new territory. We've seen players play both sides to a certain extent, but if he actually goes out there and plays 30, 40 snaps on both sides of the ball on a every game basis, that's gonna be insane. And the thing is, I mean, there's way more than those amount of snaps, but even 30, 40 on each side.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Whole lot. That's gonna be intense. But we're gonna see, man. I'm hoping for it.
And
I want to see
it. We got to see as far as his conditioning, because it's a big jump from college to the NFL. Not only that, you think coaches and coordinators are not going to attack him because of that reason?
Of course. Now he's going to be a little tired. You're right.
Oh, absolutely.
You're right. But that's up to the organization to know how to handle his breathing pattern. Then it's also that affects the groove of getting into the game, locking in. It's like if we got to think so much about he might be tired. You already have to think about that in the first place. But now it's how tired is he? He just went on an 11 play drive on defense. Can we count on him to go? What if we need him for the 2-minute drill on this next possession?
I think all that's going to be factored in.
We'll see.
We'll see how it works.
I'm hoping for the best for him. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And he's nothing but a good kid, man. I'm hoping from a wonderful, prosperous career. He's
Travis Hunter, man, it's gonna be insane. Matter of fact, I want to push away from football because I don't want to bother people too much. But we do got to talk sports because while we're on the topic and we're talking about podcast sports, back to the Cam Newton and Gillie kid, we got to talk about what's going on with Gilbert Arenas because that might have been one of the biggest pieces of news we've heard.
I ain't gonna lie,
all week.
Gilbert Arenas is top 1 funniest of all time.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm nervous because I be thinking bro, does he not realize that
he don't take nothing serious? So there's nothing he takes serious.
For the people who don't know, Gilbert Arenas, ex-NBA superstar, I could call him superstar, all due respect. Podcast superstar for real. He took game by storm.
Agent Zero.
If people don't know who Gilbert Arenas is, he's famous for not only being really good at basketball, he's famous for being pretty crazy as far as character-wise, Twitter and social media and in person. And he's really famous for bringing guns to the locker room. And he had a big argument with one of his teammates that led to them both getting pretty much kicked out the league. You know what I'm saying? His boy pretty much never got to come back. Gilbert missed a whole year and a half because of it. Almost went to jail, all this stuff over bringing guns to the locker room. So that was one of his biggest scandals. Now fast forward 20 years later, we're back and Gilbert Arenas is making headlines for another scandal where he ends up finding himself locked up. Which is crazy. Because you're talking about dudes that are worth tens of millions of dollars, even to this day. And apparently, they're alleging that he was running an illegal gambling ring out of his Encino mansion in Encino, California.
With the Israeli mob.
But this is what gets crazier. So all his co-defendants, it's like five co-conspirators on the case with him. They're all like in their 30s and 40s. He's like in his mid 40s. They're all like in their 30s and 40s. And now one of them has an American name. Like, I'm not going to lie, we're going to have to put up a list on it because I don't even want to mispronounce their names. Everybody's name sounds like they for sure then killed somebody, then stole somebody's kidney or something. Like, if you look at them, and one of them one of the dudes has strong ties to the Israeli mob, like you said.
There's a few of them.
And he's one of them is also like an Iranian arms dealer.
Like he would.
But what's crazy is, so Gil goes to jail, and I think damn near the same day. Like, I think he gave him a $50K bond. He's rich as shit.
Wait, time out. So, he was facing 15. He's facing 3 counts for illegal gambling.
Right.
He was facing 5 years for each count. He's facing 15 years.
Right.
Keep going.
Put that in the context of, okay, so he's facing 15 years. He goes to jail. He gets bailed out. First thing he's doing coming down the courthouse steps is, yo, get ready. I'm about to tell on everybody. And I'm like, he's literally coming down the steps with no socks on, all joyful and happy.
Always animated.
He said, Snitch and Gil is on the way. Don't you worry. And it's like, yo, bro, he can't take nothing serious.
Nothing.
And it's crazy because he just dropped a Netflix documentary on the case where they got caught up with the guns in the NBA and all that. And it was the same sentiment he had then, where every time the news would see him in the media, he's on there making jokes and laughing about it. Like, he's talking about, like, I don't know, he's talking like, he has a way of not taking things serious.
Nothing
and
serious.
That backfires really bad on you when you're talking about the feds. The feds don't play that shit.
Nothing serious.
Don't try to make nothing a joke.
Not
with the
only
feds,
that,
because they're gonna make you a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but not only that, the first thing you do when you get bailed out is go on live stream and tell everybody everything. Well, not everything, but I'm pretty sure what he was telling people online is not what he's supposed to. See, you're not supposed to say anything.
You're not supposed to say shit.
I know.
Any good lawyer will tell you, shut the fuck up, be quiet. But you know what? Gil doesn't care what nobody has to say because he knows, first of all, I'm uber rich. And second of all, he has like from what he kind of explained, it's like, yo, look, I was renting my house out to these rich motherfuckers who was paying me X amount of dollars. What is a mansion? A mansion. We're not talking about no regular house.
That's what you said.
A mansion in the state of California. What does that rent for? $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, literally. I ain't gonna lie. I rent you a house, $30,000 a month. That's your house. Have fun. Do what you got to do. I don't give a fuck what you got going on in there. Apparently, these people are running a high stakes poker game, high stakes gambling. Yeah. We're talking about millions of dollars being exchanged in a house. Nobody's cutting the government in on taxes. A lot of illegal. This is where the problem's at, right?
That's where the problem.
And because you're talking about people that are flying in to gamble, they talking about they had armed security there. They used to have alleged prostitution slash massage girls slash bartenders.
Yes. They had a whole. It was very organized.
And I'm a little privy to some of this information because I actually know a girl who works like these illegal poker games and like high stakes gambling, and like she's literally posting tables. Like they're on like they're like in a 70th floor penthouse in the middle of New York City, and there's legit like $500,000 in chips in one person's hand. He's got a $250,000 hand. Like, and you're just and I'm watching this on her close friends, and I'm like, there's no way this is illegal. Like, and I'm sure that there's no violence going on, but I'm like, yo, I know niggas who will tie everybody up for that bread.
What?
Like, and they're just in there casually gambling shit with no real protection.
The government, they don't play that. They don't play none of that. And it's funny, when he was telling the story, he was like, and he's just so very animated. He said they was rounding them up. They started surrounding the house. 30 of them came. I mean, it's a big mansion. And then he was saying how when they took us in the holding cell with the co-defenders, he was like, there's one dude, man, he barely spoke English, man, but you could tell. And his lawyer was saying, you know, you're not getting bail today, but you can get bail next week. And he was like, that's fine. I'm looking around. That ain't fine. No, I need to leave today. Gil needs to go home today. I ain't doing none of that.
Yo, listen, man.
He said, I am snitching.
One of the biggest issues, though, is that they have alleged text messages that show Gil he sent a picture to somebody in a group chat or something of like the poker table they had, and it literally says like Gil's poker table or something like that, like Gil's gambling house or something like that. And it was kind of like, you know, I mean, there's no problem to have poker at your house. It's when you start inviting high stakes game and you make it a recurring thing, and it's like, this is a gambling house now. This is an operation. You're running something much deeper than just having a couple friends over and we're playing poker for some bread. You know, this ain't us playing solitaire, Texas Hold'em or some shit like at the crib because it's Sunday. Like no. They're doing something that the government. Listen, you making money like that. They want you need to have the right paperwork and the right legalities behind being able to do something like
all
that.
Of that. Oh, you need a 1099. Right. That's what they
file some taxes. Goddamn it.
Listen. I keep saying this. The only difference between a girl on camera and a streetwalker is a 1099. Tax.
Ding.
That's the only difference. What's the difference? The girl on the street
is
corner,
illegal, but if you record it, it's technically pornography. Ding. So if you're selling pussy, record it. Ding.
Make sure as long as Uncle Sam gets his cut. Yeah. That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. I'll say this: Gil's rich as shit. Honestly, I don't see him doing no time for this. He's gonna beat this. She's gonna walk away with probation.
He's telling.
He's gonna walk away with probation.
He's telling.
Even without the telling, like as long as you cooperate, he might really not know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be the actual truth.
But regardless,
like, he might not actually know exactly what's going on to even give details.
Regardless. He's telling.
Yeah,
he's gonna help them any way he can. Regardless, he's gonna have, like even if he doesn't know, he could say nothing, but he's not going to. He's telling. He told everybody he's telling.
Yeah, I respect it. He's on his bullshit. He's on his bullshit. Listen, I'm too rich to be dealing with any of this.
That's what he said.
He's in jail. I'm getting out today.
He said, "I got a baddie waiting at home. You out of your mind." Like yo, he's one of one. Yeah, one of one person. They call him No Chill Gil for a reason.
It's funny though because both his sons are like super high prospects. His oldest son, what's his first name? What's his name? I mean, not important. Well, his oldest son is actually about to be in USC. He actually just had a crazy Cybertruck accident where they had a crazy crash. Thank God he's okay. But I mean, it is a lot. Like Gil, as dope as a personality is, I'll be thinking like, damn, from a son standpoint, that's embarrassing. Like, I mean, like, granted, like we're gonna get into dads that are telling in a second. We're gonna talk about snitching fathers in a second. But like, damn, come on, bro. Like, you on TV? Like, you got me looking bad, bro. I'm 18. My reputation, my name is everything at 18. Being embarrassed at 18 is like being murdered.
His son looked just like him.
That too, like, bro.
Just like him.
Come on, bro. Like, I'm about to go to USC. I gotta deal with the fact that like now my pops is indicted. He coming out, walking downstairs with his fucking toes out, talking about I'm about to tell everybody. It's like, fuck, bro.
Yo.
I got a baddie at home.
Before we move on, I have to say one thing. NBA Central is undefeated.
NBA Central, but I feel like they be lying to me. Like
that's the whole point. It's a parody.
Oh,
it's not Central. It's NBA. That's the whole point. It's a parody. They've tricked so many different players.
What
like,
the fuck?
They've tricked so many. Like
they just tricked me my whole life. I didn't know it was on purpose.
No. It's Central is the actual. It's
Centel.
Yo, they had. It was somebody sitting in the interrogation room. It was blanked out. Their whole structure was blanked out, but it kind of looked like Gil, and it was KFC or he was like, oh, I just got live footage of Gil snitching in the tape. Yo, it was hilarious. Like undefeated. NBA Centel's undefeated.
Hey, listen, man. Honestly though, hey, I'm not going down for any innings, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. But like I said, I just be feeling bad for the kid. But I mean, he'll be all right. He's fine. He's his own man at this point. But I mean, speaking on stitching dads, like, listen, we had a pretty viral clip last week when we were describing the whole Queso murder situation.
Yeah. No, that went crazy. That went crazy. People in the comments.
And now it's going viral. People are getting a little more familiar with what's going on because Queso, like I said, was tied into Young and Ace, who was one side of the Jacksonville beef between Young and Ace and Julio Fulio. They have two sides that are fighting. It's ATK versus, I forget the other group's name, but Queso was the one who was on trial for the murder of a couple of the different members from the Julio Fulio's gang. And for example, like there's a big song that came out there, Who I Smoke, baby. Like, not no disrespect to the names that are said in that song, but I'm just trying to give people an understanding what song I'm talking about.
The Vanessa Carlton remix.
The Vanessa Carlton remix that got a lot of backlash because she green-lighted it and let people sample it. That she didn't realize this is a murder song. And even after she found that out, she was like, yo, look, it ain't my position to tell people what to do with the art. Like I'm just flattered to be sampled. It is what it is. So that song, people don't know. Queso was actually the second verse on that song. So you actually probably heard a Queso song. You don't even realize. You probably sung it in the club. Don't even realize it. But Queso actually is on trial for murdering the people that are mentioned in that song. You know what I'm saying? So he just actually got found guilty. And the thing that's really sending social media ablaze was the testimony of his father, which was caught on 4K camera. And Queso's father, I believe they call him, his name is Blue, or that's like a street name is Blue. He's allegedly tied into a lot of street stuff, and he's been a street dude. And he gets on the stand, and he is on there, and you can see he gets emotional because he's literally saying, like, they're asking him, who's this guy on camera right here? He's like, that's my son. That's whatever his name is, Kareem, I believe his name is Queso. His name is like Kareem. And it's hard to see. It's hard to watch, but it's like to see a father literally break down like described like, yep, that's my son doing that murder. He was saying like, yeah, my son's name was known in the streets. He was known for like playing like his gunplay. Like his name was already ringing bells. And there's a lot of people that are stuck between like, okay, but should a father take the blame for his son, or does they or there was also people saying like his dad knew and was tied into this and isn't necessarily so innocent the way they're trying to describe it. And they're saying like, oh, he was just used as a getaway. He didn't know that he was getting in the mix of a murder, of aiding and abetting a murder. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Like, do you think that his dad was in the wrong for telling, or do you think it's like every man for himself? You shouldn't put your dad in that situation. Or do you think he was involved? I want to know what you think.
That's a good question. I don't.
It's like 3 questions I just asked you at once.
I don't. Well, I don't know the details.
Is he out of pocket? Is he out of pocket?
He's not out of pocket if he didn't know.
Okay.
If he didn't know, he's not out of pocket.
But if he played along with the skit and went along for the skit,
out of pocket.
He's out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, he's out of pocket.
If he knew, out of pocket.
And the thing is, I feel like we just won't know if we knew because Queso kept it solid and just shut the fuck up because he knew he was going down. He knew it was over.
They didn't say nothing.
Like, there's nothing he could say.
I seen the interrogation of one of them. They ain't say nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing to say, especially because you did it. Like, I'm guilty. What the fuck I'm gonna sit there and argue? Like, what I'm gonna do? Tell on my pops? Like,
but so like I said, if the pops if he was just picking them up, didn't know anything about being a getaway driver, didn't know anything about the crimes that they allegedly committed, he's not out of pocket. Right. But if he knew, he's absolutely out of pocket. Hey, saving face. That's saving face.
They got messages that allege that he was telling, because Queso's brother had got murdered in the midst of all this too, which is also kind of like his thing was part of retaliation, was a big motive as to why he was involved in this in multiple murders, because this is actually one of 2 murder trials that he has to fight. He has to go fight the Bibby murder trial after this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He just got found guilty and hit. They didn't give him a sentence, if I'm not mistaken, just yet. But I mean, presumably in Florida, you'll be lucky if they don't kill you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, Florida don't play
You'll
around.
be lucky if they don't give you the death penalty, especially after the second murder. But a lot of people are saying like he should have held it down. His dad should have held it down. And like honestly, I don't really feel bad for nobody in this, like, for real. Like, I feel bad for the victims, obviously.
Yeah, that's about it. Me too.
But even then, it'd be kind of hard to feel bad for victims because when you hear what those victims were alleged of doing, it's like, man, this is just the most senseless, dumb shit in the world. And it's really sad that you see, like, that it hasn't come down to this being portrayed, like, put in front of our faces 4K for people to realize, like, yo, this street shit is such a facade, dog. Yeah. Like, fuck your friends telling you. Your own flesh and blood, your father will tell you. And he gave a reason as to why he told him. Like, he said it. He said, man, I got younger kids that are babies that I needed to look after. I got health issues. I can't ride away the last 10, 20, because he's already in, like, his 50s. He's like, I got maybe 10. He has a lot of health problems. Like, I might be dead in a couple years. Like, I need to go home to those kids. And it's like, yeah, but if you had that mentality about your oldest, then he probably wouldn't be in this situation. And what's even crazier, too, is in that testimony, he testified that he actually had already started being a confidential informant months before this ever happened. Yeah, so his dad was already playing a dirty game.
Yeah. No.
And once again, it just lets you know, like, you really don't know who to trust in these streets. Like, it's really not. It's not for no. There's no winning.
There's no winning. There's no
at
winning.
all.
There's no winning.
There's no winning to this shit, bro.
Eventually, it all.
Especially once violence gets involved. Like, it's one thing when you're doing crime for money, and I don't condone that either. But, like, bro, there's no winning when you start playing the murder games. Like, it's over. Like, just know once one body drops, this shit is over. It's finna be over for sure. The cops are going to look into this on a different level, and this shit's going to be over, bro.
42 Doug tweeted calling his pops a rat or something like that.
Hey, I ain't gonna say he ain't a rat. He definitely told. He's a rat. That's for sure. He's a fucking rat. But I do feel weird, though, is people be like, oh, he should have took the blame. First of all, his dad's not the one that's the alleged shooter. There's no taking the blame. What are you going to say? Like, oh, I did it? That's not how that works. So that shit blows my mind. People like, his dad should have took the fall, should have took the blame. What was he going to say? Nobody said he was the shooter,
but he would be an accomplice.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
so they would all go.
Like his dad could have been like, "Nah, that was me in the Nike Tech. I did the shooting. Like, let me."
That was obviously not him in the Nike Tech.
It's like that's not how that works, fam. It's not how this is gonna go. But you know, people are a little delusional when it comes to rooting for the bad guys. So I like I said, I don't really feel bad. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't
either. I don't feel bad either.
I don't feel bad for Queso. I can't feel bad for Queso.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that whole no, we're not doing that.
This is what it all leads to, and it's the same story every time.
Yeah, man, it is crazy.
It's an unfortunate situation, and I didn't even know he had another one. So he got another one coming up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Listen, cooked and booked. Put him under the jail. It's over. Ball game. Party's done. I'm not gonna lie. Party's fucking done. Wow. And it's crazy though because, bro, when I tell you these people were trolling in the most demonic of ways, bro, it was so creepy to see people just carelessly talk about the dead and mimic the dead. Like, dude's on vacation in a boat somewhere, queso, and he's literally like he's mimicking how the dude died, and he's like laying on. I don't even want to reenact it, but he's literally laying on a boat. He's like, "This is how Bibby look. This is how Bibby look," and it's like, bro, you're on vacation having a grand old time. Why are you talking about somebody you actually killed allegedly? Like, if you actually killed this person and you think that it's funny, it's cool to mock and mimic their death, like, that's demonic, son. Sick. Like, whatever was in like Hitler and them, that shit is in your soul too, gang. There's a different level of evil. It's one thing like you mimic somebody that died and like you had nothing to do with it. There's a detachment there. You literally took this kid's face off and made your name Queso makes her face go. Like, literally, the dude's face was gone. He changed his name to Queso make his face go. He then goes on Facebook and starts posting shit like killing it and get my toes done while taking a picture of him getting his toes done. Hours after he just killed somebody allegedly. Bro, what level of evil is that, son? You're not going to tell me that's not the same. Whatever was in Stalin and the evilest of people, that shit is in you too, gang. That's a spirit that I can't explain, bro.
Different level, man.
I'm just saying, man.
That's a different level.
It's scary. Babies killing babies is never gonna be something I'm gonna be a fan of.
Me neither, ever.
Hey, man, I guess it all gotta happen to change the landscape of music, and you know we see it going down. You know, I just seen YSL Woody just allegedly bought a giant mansion and a Rolls Royce for his birthday, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy. This motherfucker snitched his way to the top, like of the totem pole. Yeah. Like my son leveled up off snitching. It's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
he went on a whole media run.
Hey, listen, he went on a classic generational media run. He did. For Teller.
Popping the balloon.
He is famous for Teller.
He was on the fan bus.
He's literally probably like if you think top like 5, top 10 most famous snitches ever. Like, he might be up there at this point. He might be. It's like Sammy the Bull.
Say about Sammy the Bull.
Bro from Paid in Full.
I know you're talking about.
Fuck. Alpo.
Yeah, Alpo, absolutely.
It's like it's a thin line.
There's a Mount Rushmore.
There's definitely a Mount Rushmore.
There's definitely
and
Mount
Woody
Rushmore.
might be up there.
He might be up there.
He might have catapulted his way.
No,
up
Alpo
there.
and Sammy the Bull.
Gilbert Arenas sounds like he's gonna be up there. Gilbert sounds like he's trying to make the first battle.
Listen, it sounds like he's trying to put his petition in so he can be on there.
Yeah, I mean, to get away from all this evil shit, we gotta talk about a little bit more evil. Uncle Trump, you know what I'm saying? He's back in the headlines. Oh yeah. He told Diddy to go fuck himself. Apparently, him and 50 are having a good old time laughing about this shit.
Talking about allegedly talking about Diddy?
Yeah. No. Trump, no, they were saying because there was headlines coming out saying that Trump is gonna pardon Diddy.
Oh yeah.
And Diddy Trump kind of went out of his way, but like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that. Like, we'll worry about that later. We got some shit going on right here, like, and it's just funny because then 50, you know, he has a field day with it. He's posting AI pictures of him and Trump laughing together. Yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker is a troll.
Nah, the biggest. He is the op that you never want. Like, he'll never let go.
Yeah, nah.
He'll never nah. He'll never let go. When they say, listen, if they go low, 50 go to hell. 50 going to hell. If they go low. But so Trump just fired the we had a few things to talk about Trump. I totally forgot.
Oh yeah. A few things, because I seen that in the
So Trump fired the head of labor statistics.
Yeah, I seen that in the top of the list, and I was like, "Well, who the fuck exactly is that?" the head of labor statistics. Yes. What? Okay, tell me, unravel what that really means. So, what does that benefit him in his demonic ways?
The labor person involved in charge of labor statistics basically breaks down the data of the jobs and the job outlook and the market and the economy, so that all ties into the economy, what their job does. So the head of labor statistics just published that job creation is down, and it's been the worst since the pandemic, and Trump is basically saying that's cap, and he fired her. just like totalitarianism does, just like fascism does. She put out data that shows that the job market is in the pits right now. And he's like, no, she cooking the books, and fired her. That's exactly what fascism does. Fascism doesn't worry about statistics. Fascism doesn't care about facts. They'll lie to your face, directly to your face, and tell you you're lying. And so she got fired. And it's what he's been trying to do in general. He's talking about defunding media platforms that are not too well favored about him.
Right. He's been on that. Fake news. He's been on that.
These people should be indicted. These people should be arrested. Which is definitely that wouldn't be a First Amendment violation at all. Not at all. No, the freedom of the press isn't part of the First Amendment. Right. But that's what he's always been trying to do. It's all about they don't care about facts or statistics. And another thing what we're seeing in the labor market is right now there's been more people laid off government-wise this year in so long. And I don't know if you've seen a lot of jobs are posting ghost jobs.
Ghost jobs?
Yeah, ghost jobs.
Like
they've coined the term ghost jobs. So
yeah, please explain that.
So what companies are doing? They are posting openings on places like Indeed, Monster, that this position's open, but there's no real position there, or it's already filled. They're doing that for a few reasons.
Right.
Investors are like, oh, they're trying to expand. That looks good for investors. The employees are like, oh, we better. These people, they're looking to hire outside of us, so we better do what we can to make sure we keep our jobs. But they're either already have their positions filled, or there is no position at all. A lot of candidates are even going to job interviews, and it found out that there is actually no job. So they're going through the motions of putting out jobs, but there are no jobs in order to look good. Yeah, it's a big thing, and a big a percentage of that. Some companies, I'm not saying all companies, some companies are selling people's data. That's another business that they're getting into, because it's all about data. So you're on Indeed, you're looking for a job, they already have your information. You apply for the job, they call you back for a job that's not really out, and they sell your information to third parties, and now your data's on the dark web doing backflips in the dark web. So it's a whole big scandal that it's kind of new, actually. But the job market right now is in the shitter. Job market's down, inflation's up. I don't know if you saw that Ford, that the tariffs has eaten up their profit for this last quarter.
Yo, I saw that, and I ain't gonna lie, I fake panicked. I panicked for Trump. Because I ain't gonna lie, we talking about you fucking up $1 billion corporation. People die for way less. I ain't gonna lie. What you mean you fucked up Ford's profits for the year off tariffs? Like, what does that actually mean? And you telling me Ford didn't make no money, basically? Like,
I'll pull up the numbers right now. But
please do.
The thing about,
because I ain't gonna lie, I'm telling you, people die for way less.
But the thing about it is, you gotta realize, it doesn't make any sense. Well, it never made any sense.
Sure.
Most of Ford's products are assembled in America, but a lot of their products are imported. You can't make everything here.
Yeah, no.
A lot of parts have to be imported in.
Yeah.
So it says here that Ford's profits were wiped out by tariffs. They reported a net loss of $29 million last quarter. A company with income of $1.8 billion last year. They were hit by more than $800 million in Trump's tariffs. So, despite the fact that Ford manufactures most of its vehicles in the U.S., the company relies on parts imported outside of the country and was also hit by the new fees on steel and aluminum. So, they're a net loss of $29 million, and they had $800 million in tariffs. So, that's a direct effect. So, guess what? We want to go buy that car, we better do it tomorrow. Because guess what? You think the other car companies, everything's going up.
I feel like the only solution, because I was going to say, damn, is it still more expensive to just build it here? Is it that much more expensive?
You can't, but you can't build everything. We don't make everything. We have to import steel, we have to import aluminum, we have to import We have to import
Where does
stuff.
steel come from? It's a good question. Can we go through that real quick? Can we go through that rabbit hole? Where the fuck does metal come from, son? Where?
Metal comes from the earth.
But like, you telling me if I just start digging, I'm gonna find metal?
All right. So technically, all right. We have some time. I'll go.
Because I know glass comes from like sand.
I'll go on a little sidebar tangent here. Every element on the periodic table, besides some, we made some like in the later. So the periodic table is numbered on how many protons are in the nutrient.
Yo,
nucleus.
I just want to let y'all know.
How many protons are in the
Don't
nucleus?
fuck around. My boy went to college. Like, don't fuck around. He's about to tell you some shit. I'm ready.
So the periodic table,
right,
is
protons.
labeled. Yes, how many protons are in the nucleus?
All right,
right, and every element on the periodic table comes from stars.
Stars?
Yes,
Bet.
comes from stars.
Bet.
Every and so hydrogen's 1, right? Helium's 2. How many protons are in the nucleus is what number it is on a periodic table.
Right.
Oxygen's 8. Octo has 8 protons.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Right.
Don't fuck around.
So
You're gonna learn some shit in the free gems.
how it works is that the sun right now, the most abundant element is hydrogen because it's 1. It's the easiest for the universe to make
Wow.
because it has 1 proton. Follow me. It's the easiest for the universe to make.
Yeah, I'm here for this.
So on the sun's surface right now, smaller elements are colliding with bigger elements.
Right.
Exponentially. That's what creates the energy. Right? So the sun has elements up to iron. Iron's like 31 or so. Right? So think about it. We have iron in our bodies.
We do.
We have iron in our
Iron's
bodies.
low is literally a thing.
Yeah. So the sun has elements up to 31. Any element above 31 happens in like supernovas, crazy explosions. So those are the rarer metals, like the gold. You have your platinum. Those are a lot rarer because the universe can't make that easily.
Right.
It needs very violent situations in order for the universe to actually make stuff like that. So we have a finite amount. That's how platinum, gold, silver, that's why they're so rare. Everything up to iron is made in the sun, but the sun, anything after that is made in supernovas. And supernovas are explosions of stars in the sun. So, so everything comes from the earth, but the rarer metals aren't made in the sun because the sun only up to iron.
That's fucking insane, though.
Yeah, but think about it.
So essentially, is what I was saying. You just got to keep digging, and you're going to find some metal. You just got to know where you're digging at.
Yes.
Because I know gold is like that. Like, if I show you an orb of gold, you wouldn't even know it's gold. It looks like a giant piece of black rock.
You wouldn't know it.
And you have to cut into it, break it apart.
Or even the rarest diamond doesn't look like a diamond.
Right. Yeah, you have to polish it, cut it down, whatever. You got to refine it. A bunch of good words that I can't tell you, but I know that's a fact though. I know gold literally comes from like the middle of a rock, and you got to know where you're looking for it.
And the thing about gold is very very soft. It's a soft metal. So when people say gold plated, is you can't have like a pure gold pendant or something because it's gonna move. It's malleable.
It's malleable. You can literally bite through it.
Yeah. So like that's why stuff is gold plated. They'll have something around it. But all that to say that the rare metals are 31 and above protons. And
how do we get here?
Because we were talking about
resources. The fuck we talking about? Iron, metal. I mean, I'm grateful because I just learned some shit. I'm gonna go on YouTube tonight, and I'm probably not gonna go to sleep thanks to that. Thanks to that tangent you just put me on. Marv, you knew any of that shit you was talking about? Oh, okay. Shout out to Marv. But I feel like y'all be watching anime and shit. They probably talk about this type of shit in anime somehow. I'm telling you.
And
anime tells you about everything.
Another tangent.
You pay attention.
Well, this is kind of related to what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You have to realize. So when we're talking about aliens and stuff and the technology that they have,
aliens.
No. As far as the periodic table is the laws of nature and what's being created by suns.
That's amazing.
And stars. So technically, if there were aliens out there, they would most likely have a lot of the elements that we have, unless they come from a place that's so violent and so ultra rare that they have enough abundant of those elements in order to craft those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and do their own thing.
Yes, because if they pull up in a ship with an element of 500 protons, you know how violent and crazy that their environment has had to be in order for them.
What's our max? What's the most protons in any element?
That's a good. I don't remember. But a lot of them
sounds like a lot.
Like maybe like 200 or so. Like
I say each element is a number. Each number is.
And we've
each
created,
number. What you're saying? Each number corresponds to how many protons are in that
correct.
element.
Correct.
Right. So there's 200. I'm saying
there's
the most protons in any element would be 200.
That we know of, and we've created some now. So we've created some, like, you know what I mean. But
yeah,
like,
I'm trying to keep up with you.
But in order, but you got to.
They might be lost, but I'm keeping up.
We here.
We here.
But so I don't even know how we even talked about.
What I do know is while we're talking about aliens, I ain't gonna lie. Did you hear that they said there's a 7-mile long spaceship that they're saying is like a foot? Apparently, like, this shit is coming. They're saying they've spotted a 7-mile long. I know it sounds like I'm making this shit up. I promise you, this is not some shit I heard on Joe Rogan either. I've seen this shit everywhere. They're saying that they're hostile too, which is kind of crazy. They said there's a 7-mile long spaceship, and it's on its way to Earth, and it's hostile. And I be realizing like, yo. The whole world is NBA. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't see the probability of that.
They're also, matter of fact, did you feel there was an earthquake yesterday? Did you feel that shit?
I didn't feel it.
But you heard it?
I heard about it.
Yo, you felt it? I ain't gonna lie. I see some ring camera footage, some shit falling off the wall. It wasn't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cali and the people who deal with.
But that's
with
that crazy.
earthquakes.
Like I didn't even know we had tectonic plates over here.
But we kind of don't, which is like why there's a problem. Because some other shit must have shook really far away to the point where it impacted us. And like all I know is they're saying this tsunami watch is pay attention because Japan, Hawaii, Cali, they're saying
Hawaii.
shit is about to get bad.
Everything. Yo.
And that shit,
everything's going to be more extreme.
Yo, bro, nothing scares me more than nature. When nature decides to say, fuck you, it's like, bro.
Nothing you can do.
Wildfires, hurricanes, mudslides, tsunamis, all this shit. Like, bro, the idea of like, yo, you know what a 100-foot wave must really look like? Bro, that's the thing. There's waves that are out there. They're saying a 1,000-foot wave is going to come and hit the West Coast eventually. I'm like, yo, 1,000 feet is crazy, son.
Crazy. You know how much power and force that has?
1,000 feet? That's like 100 stories.
Yeah.
That's the Empire State Building.
Yeah, that's a skyscraper, legit.
That's one of the tallest skyscrapers.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Nothing. That shit is why. You know how much that must weigh? That's going to break everything that it touches. I feel like when that wave comes crashing, it's gonna just tear down buildings and just everything's just gonna shh. And like it doesn't sound real because it's water. You think it's water. If I pour mad water, it's just gonna deviate around everything and just no, it doesn't work like that. Like the way water, like the way the weight of the water pressure, it's a real thing. Like people understand the reason why we can't go so deep into the ocean is because all the water that's above you and around you, it becomes weight and it's pressure and it's literally going to crumble you and squish you into dust.
Scuba divers have to ascend slowly.
Yeah, because that pressure when it leaves, it's crazy.
The bends, that's called the bends.
Yeah, it's
your blood,
sea diving sickness or some shit like that.
Your blood, the oxygen in your blood starts to bubble up or something like that.
Yeah, because it's literally being pressed and condensed. Some science shit that we're not qualified to talk about. All I know is, man, they say aliens is coming, tsunamis is coming. Are we dealing with the apocalypse? Goddammit, or is all this shit just smoke and mirrors?
A distraction
for what's really going to come? World War III.
No, I don't. I do not think climate change is a distraction. I think climate change is absolutely real, and we're seeing signs of it. We've been seeing.
It was 72 degrees yesterday in the middle of August, and I don't like that.
Listen, the most extreme weather that we've ever had, we've been seeing, and a lot of other places around the world, we've been seeing a lot of extreme weather. And what people don't realize is extreme could be cold as well. There's a lot of cold fronts that come from the north, like when Texas had that snow, and people were like, oh, I thought it was global warming. Well, that's what global warming does. It's
messing up everything.
That's what. Yeah, no, that's what the
left is right, up is down.
The cold wind from the north comes down. It meets the hot swirling wind, and it swoops down to Texas. Damn. All that is, it's all connected.
Yo, that shit is amazing.
It's all connected.
I love science, yo, because that shit.
Yeah, me too.
It really
explains why.
Like when people realize, like the Sahara Desert, like these desert drylands used to be oceans. You know what I'm saying? Like the Antarctica and all that used to be green. Like it used to be grass and shit. I'm talking about millions of years ago, but like all this shit was once Pangea connected to like that shit blows my mind because I believe all that shit.
No, California moves 6 inches away from the United States every year because of the plates. So think about it. That's 6 inches a year. In 6 million years, how far California going to be? That's how it is. That's how it works.
Damn. That's a good point.
That's how it works. It's scale. People don't, 6 inches is minuscule to us. A year is nothing.
6 inches is a lot.
But I'm talking, well, it's not something to notice. You'll never notice it in your lifetime.
That's freaky.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about a year is nothing compared to a million years, nothing.
I seen some. I was in when I was in Greece. I remember they had like there's volcanoes out there, and they have a bunch of islands all over Greece. Like mad islands make up Greece, and a lot of it is really just volcano ash that settled in the ocean and hardened and became land. And it's like it's really not land. Like a lot of shit is probably gonna disappear soon.
That's all Hawaii is.
Yeah, same thing with Hawaii. A lot of those islands are just volcanoes.
After millions of years, hardens up into land. That's what all land is. Son. That's what all land is.
I want to go climb a volcano. I ain't gonna lie.
But
I want to go like light a spliff off some lava or something. Like
I ain't gonna lie, that's tough.
That'd be tough, right? That's tough. That's tough. Like I lit the blunt off the lava. It's crazy.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy work.
It's one of those things I always had in mind.
But I remember where we were. We were talking about Fort and Tariffs.
Wow, we went from Fort and Tariffs to volcanoes creating islands.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
Free Gems podcast.
Yeah, listen. A little bit of everything.
Shout out to all the protons. Shout out to the protons.
Protons in the nucleus. That
it's probably the first time I've said that word out of high school. Not gonna lie to you. It's been like 50 years since I heard the word in regular conversation. Proton is crazy. Gotta love it.
But so do you think Ford and all these companies that are being hit by the tariffs, all that is going to be inflationary?
They're going to figure this shit out. Either that or we're going to start driving Flintstone cars in 20 years. It's going to be powered by foot.
No. Everything.
Pushed by a dog, electric sled.
It's going to happen just like what's going on in the housing market. Nobody owns anymore.
Bro,
everybody's going to be leasing.
Nobody
owns anymore.
I'm going to see the future. Everybody's going to start buying modular homes. Elon Musk is onto something. He's going to keep selling these $10,000 fucking houses. And people are going to learn how to live in 400 square feet and turn that into a 2-bedroom house. And that's what's going to really happen is because nobody's going to be able to afford shit. We're just going to have a downscale. Like, I feel like that's like a no-brainer. Like,
that is the epitome of a dystopian society. When
I'm not even sure if that's a good or bad thing because I don't know what a dystopian society is. Well, I'm not as smart as I think I am.
No, this dystopian is.
Doesn't that mean like a great thing? No.
Utopia.
Utopia, right?
It's the opposite of utopia. Dystopia.
Learn something new today, ladies and gentlemen. Opposite of utopia is dystopia. So dystopia sounds really bad.
Absolutely,
because utopia is the shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, since COVID, we've seen one of the greatest transfers of wealth in history. Since COVID, in the last 5-6 years, while at the same time you see what's going on to the average everyday person. That is dystopian.
But you know what it is too, though. Like I look around and I use other countries as an example. Like if you look at Japan, because it's an island, it's so small. But
it's not really that small. It's the size of California.
Okay, but relatively.
Okay.
First, powerhouse country.
Yeah.
It's small.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But yeah, you're right. It's the state of California, but. They ran out of land. So what do they have to do? They're building skyscrapers, and people are literally living in 180 square foot homes. And it's like, yeah, that's what the future is going to be. No matter how we look at it, that's what it's going to end up being like. Even though we got plenty of land in the middle of America to still start building regular suburbs and shit. Like it's going to be a minute before we get there. But I feel like, 1,000 years from now, we're all going to be living like that. There's going to be fucking 15 billion people on this planet. 20 billion people for all I fucking know. I don't know. But I know when we was a kid, it was like 5 billion. Now it's like 8. And that happened in 30 years.
Exponential.
That's what I'm saying. That happened in 30 years. What do you think is going to happen in another 30? I mean, another 300. Like, yeah, we're all heading towards that. There's going to be skyscrapers in North Dakota.
I mean, hey, yeah.
You heard it here first. Listen, YouTube's going nowhere. So when we backtrack this 1,000 years from now, we're looking at videos of the Free Gems podcast. Just know you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we get out of here, I want to talk about a topic.
Time just flew.
I want to talk about a topic that we had to talk about, the Deandre Ayton situation.
Deandre Ayton.
So, but wait, all right. So
that's a sad story, yo.
But apparently, allegedly, it was a false narrative. But
not that. I'm talking about Deandre Ayton's career is a sad story. All due respect. Because listen, like we were talking about Cam, I don't want to disrespect you, bro. You're 7 feet. You're in the NBA. You're an anomaly. You're an alien. But you were supposed to be that guy.
First round pick.
And boy,
first overall pick.
He like 27 or something.
Yeah, he's not that old. He's not that old.
Exactly. But he's 26, and we're already talking about him like he's a has-been. He's gone. He's done. He doesn't matter.
He's on Lakers now, which is crazy.
Exactly. But what's making more news is the fact that apparently Deandre Ayton, former All-Star NBA player.
Well, he's still NBA.
I said former All-Star.
Okay, yes.
Former All-Star NBA player. He allegedly flew out some Instagram model to like Turks and Caicos.
Allegedly.
And apparently she didn't want to have sex with him, and that turned into him leaving her stranded. And he's like, all right, sayonara. Like
apparently that story is false, but we'll talk about the narrative. What do you think about the whole flying out and that whole thing? What do you think about it?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. As much as we despise Diddy, I'm actually really glad that charge didn't stick on him as far as like him flying people out and paying for flights and getting them gifts. That turned into human sex trafficking because that made me really nervous. So Deandre Ayton, you could have been part of a RICO for all we know. If Diddy would have got found guilty, you could find yourself in a RICO for that type of shit. But what do I think? I'm gonna be honest. Everybody should know what's going on. If they fly you to Turks and Caicos, bro. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. I'm flying to Turks and Caicos. You're basically prostituting yourself. Like, people gotta understand, you selling pussy whether you realize it or not. When you signed up for it, you sell pussy. Now, is that right? Do I think that's cool to expect pussy once I pay for this Turks and Caicos flight? Do I think it's cool? No. Am I expecting it? Yes. If I just flew you out, paid $2,500 for a first class flight, you are who you are. You know how you look. You know I'm attracted to you.
Wait, let's not. What
are we doing here?
Let's not be dense here. What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Do you think? Like I said, that situation didn't happen like that, but do you think he'd be wrong for moving in that way?
And for straining her, I think, yeah, that'd be corny to strain her for sure. Like, to be like, oh, I'm just going to leave you here. Because, like, I mean, that's corny, especially when you got it. You got it. It's nothing to pay $1,000 to get her flight back home. It don't got to be first class. Put it in business class. That'd be her punishment. Put her in business class and then fuck home. Because what you don't want is her running to TMZ. Hey, Deandre, that bitch will run into a wall and go on TMZ. Deandre and punch me in the face. I'm looking for $50 million. Just saying.
That is true.
Pay that flight, gang. Don't go through that. Don't be petty. You're a millionaire. You got to know how to move. Me and you, we don't got DeAndre in his pockets.
Okay, but no, I'm talking about.
Me and you might really be on a different level. Like, listen, I spent my last dollar to get this bitch to show off. I bought this room. I'm paying $700 a night for this fucking room. This bitch not coming here to fuck. That might be different. You might not have it. DeAndre ain't got it. Pay that flight, get her home. But it didn't happen. That's a good thing. But what you don't want is to end up like, matter of fact, I want to hear your thoughts on it first.
My thoughts on it. Like,
it sounds like you was ready to strand that bitch.
The whole flying out thing. You know what you signed up for. Let's not beat around the bush. Like, we're adults.
We know like
the
19,
vibes.
20.
Like, we know the vibes. The same, but in reality, the same way that he is not entitled to her body, she's not entitled to anything for him to pay for. There's no entitled. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
I am also a firm believer. If you're willing to let somebody come fly you out, you should definitely have the means to make sure you can handle yourself if something goes wrong. Especially if you're already predetermined that I'm probably not gonna give this dude no pussy. Like, maybe that wasn't predetermined. Maybe he was creepy when he met her. Maybe he did some. His feet look weird. You know, NBA feet is crazy.
And maybe he did some weird.
He could have did some weirdo shit. And maybe she wasn't feeling it when she got there. So I'm not gonna say she went there knowing she wasn't gonna give it the pussy. Feel me? She didn't realize he was fucking weird looking. 7 feet tall is weird, son.
But
7 feet tall, you look weird. It don't matter what you say to me. You're an alien, son. Like, it's hard to be attractive at 7 feet tall, son. Like, I don't care how you look at it. 7 feet is a very disproportionate, like you belong in a book somewhere, like Guinness World Record. Like, why do you look like that? Why do you have a size 26 foot? That's fucking insane.
So allegedly what happened was, like, the story was made up. Well, they exaggerated. Apparently she said she was there. Deandre Ayton and the crew was there. Allegedly, it was something where DeAndre's driver or something or manager was driving her home, and he made some advances, and she wasn't with it, and he dropped her off there. It wasn't even DeAndre. Apparently, it was one of his people he worked. So you know how it works. You know how it works. If you're the man, you get the headline, the storyline.
I'm the NBA player. Everybody's gonna shit on me. That's fucked up.
And
I don't think that's cool at all either.
And real quick, I wanted to talk about Drake in Amsterdam.
Drake in Amsterdam? What happened to Drake in Amsterdam?
Well, I just want to talk about what he said on stage.
What did he say? Oh, yeah, he went on stage and gave a little spiel.
Yeah.
What was the spiel?
Yeah, he basically saying how...
I did not know this. I'll be out the loop.
Really?
In the loop.
Really?
Yeah. What did he say, though? I saw like a clip. I saw Academics post a clip, but I didn't get to hear what he actually said.
You said, "quote I didn't get here by being a piece of shit. I didn't get here by being a snake. I got here by being good to people, being nice to people. My karma is straight." So, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I personally don't think, I don't know Drake personally, but I think he gets a lot of like negativity for somebody who's shown that he has positive intentions in a lot of things, i.e. like putting people on. That's not normal. No other rapper can say they put on as many people as Drake.
I agree.
That co-sign people. Maybe not put on directly like I signed you, but co-sign a tweet, a comment from Drake on Instagram. The simplest thing really could turn you up. So like I ain't gonna say like Drake's very well aware of his power and how he can bless people by doing little things. And like I think that beyond you can say he's not hip hop. You can say he's. I ain't say all that. You can say he's more white than black. He grew up Jewish. You can say whatever you want about him, but I've seen him do a lot of good, so I ain't gonna shit on him and say that he's lying or that he's wrong. But at the same time, I don't know that he might be terrible. You know what I'm saying? He might be terrible.
Well, of course, we don't know. We don't know him personally.
Right. I'm looking from the outside looking in.
Always, but I will say this: over the last 20 years, he's probably been in more feuds than most people.
But when you're at the top, that's going to happen. When you're number one, that's going to happen. People going to come at you. People going to say, fuck you.
Yeah,
look at Jay-Z.
But we all know.
Jay-Z still gets shots every day from somebody. Fuck Rock Nation. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck
all the time.
He's next. Jay-Z's next. The whole ain't even been in the spotlight, but when you're number one, people going to come at you
But the comment you just said, does that comment have any merit to it? That's another thing. You're saying that to say people are saying that only because he's at the top. Does that comment have any merit to it? That's another point to what you just brought up.
Very true.
And like I said, I'm not saying. Listen, he's a staple in this game. He's put so many people on. He's changed so many people's lives, changed so many people's careers. He's very versatile. He's done so much for the music industry. But like I said, at the same time, he's one of those people who also I feel like never takes accountability for anything.
Yeah,
I feel like he's one. I feel like it's that person who's always seems to be in a disagreement and nothing's ever their fault.
Oh man.
No, seriously.
Yeah. I can see it.
No,
I can see it.
Kanye, The Weeknd, Tyga.
He's been playing a lot of victims.
Always the victim.
A lot.
That and those are the scariest people.
Yeah,
those are the scariest people. The one that stirred the pot. We all the rumors and stories about him fucking everybody's bitch in the industry. You know what I mean? He's created a lot of different enemies. Not saying that him being at the top, people don't want to take shots because he's Drake, but at the same time, he's created a lot of enemies at the same time. That's all I'm saying.
You know, one day we're gonna meet Drake, right? And like, I'm gonna make sure you tell him everything you said. I'm like, yo, Drake, he thinks you're a piece of shit.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
don't shake his hand. We're friends.
But see
not him. He don't fuck with you.
I try to be objective about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be buddy. I'm objective. You feel me?
If Drake walked in the room, you wouldn't shake his hand?
I never said I hated Drake.
Yeah, that's true.
I
dragged it. Not shake his hand is crazy.
No.
Not shake his hand. That's some shit you really don't like. Kanye, I feel like you wouldn't shake Kanye's hand.
No, I wouldn't.
What? Give Kanye a bear hug, nigga.
I would not shake Kanye's hand.
Okay, what the fuck? Graduation?
No shot.
College dropout? Bro, you need to get your shit together, bro. The anti-Kanye spiel, he's too great.
He's a Nazi.
No, he don't mean it. He don't fucking mean it.
Like, see, and that's my issue. Like, that's my point.
Kanye,
I paint them all with the same brush. I don't give a fuck who you are. He's a fucking Nazi. I don't care who you are.
And listen.
You can be King fucking Kong.
This is the second Nazi reference this episode. We're probably gonna get canceled. I'm not gonna lie.
No. But like I said, I just try to be objective as possible. And a lot of things. And the problem is, like you said, there are a lot of people in the media who dick ride, who are not objective.
Everybody's dick riding.
That's another issue. Yeah. And there's a lot of people in sports media who dick ride certain athletes who they might be close to or who they might like or admire.
For sure.
They're not objective about their positions. Yeah. That is another issue within itself.
Yeah, for sure.
That's another issue within itself.
We actually got a couple times we didn't get to touch, but we're going to make sure we touch on it next week.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp just paid out $23 million. Looking like he's about to get sued again.
Yo, listen. Yeah, he's there. I told you it was 23. I told you it was 20. Yo, listen. Yeah.
Allegedly 23.
Allegedly. 23. He's cooked. He's done.
He's done?
He's done.
Right.
Well, listen, he's not done because he has his own platform. He go to independent round, but in the public and apparently allegedly that they tried to cover up, like, he's not new to this.
Ooh.
This has been happening in the past. Like, feel me? Like, ESPN been trying to.
I ain't hear all that. Listen,
I'm out. So, with that being said,
I'm hoping for you to do good, gang. We gonna figure this shit out. Don't you worry about nothing, Uncle Shay Shay.
Yeah.
For right now, listen. It's been Free Gents Podcast.
Free Gents 161. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Street. Listen, we outside. It's Sunday fun day. I'm outside. I gotta go get my kids, so I'm about to get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one. Tell a friend.
Thank you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tap in.
Bravery Studios, Garfield, New Jersey. Y'all tap in. Y'all need a podcast. You need event space. We got it going on.
We got a lot of surprises coming to you guys. So stay tuned.
And we gone.